Imagine putting in all that hard work at the gym, only to realize you're unknowingly sabotaging your own muscle growth. Sounds frustrating, right? Well, that's what happens to so many people. Even experienced lifters can make simple mistakes that hold back their progress. But don't worry, I'm not here to bring you down. Today, I'll reveal the 10 most common mistakes that, if avoided, can unlock faster gains and help you see real results. This video is the ultimate eye-opener that everyone should watch before joining the gym to start off on the right foot and achieve incredible results in the shortest amount of time possible. And the best part? These aren't complicated fixes or secret techniques, just easy adjustments that make a world of difference. Stick with me until the end because each of these mistakes might be the missing piece you need to truly unlock your muscle growth. If you've ever wondered why your progress feels slow, or if you're stuck in a plateau, this video is made for you. Let's turn these setbacks into strengths and take your training to the next level. Right off the bat, one of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to build muscle is believing that more is always better. It might seem logical that pushing yourself to the max every single day would yield faster results, but here's the reality. Your muscles need time to recover to grow. Overtraining actually works against you. It breaks down muscle tissue without giving it the chance to repair and come back stronger. Think of it like planting a seed. If you dig it up every day, it can't take root and grow. Recovery is where the real progress happens. Taking rest days isn't a sign of slacking. It's a critical part of any smart muscle building routine. Rest allows your muscles to rebuild and gear up for the next workout, like recharging a battery. Overtraining can leave you drained, frustrated, and even increase your risk of injuries, which ultimately slows your progress. So the next time you feel guilty about taking a rest day, remember, rest is as essential to muscle growth as your workouts are. In our second common mistake, let's talk about one of the sneakiest mistakes out there: neglecting progressive overload. Now, don't let that fancy term throw you off. It simply means challenging yourself a little more each time you hit the gym. Imagine if every time you went to the gym, you lifted the same weights, did the same reps, and stuck to the exact same routine. Your body would get so comfortable it'd be like, oh, we're doing this again? No problem. But comfort is the enemy of growth. Muscles thrive on challenges. And without pushing those boundaries, you're telling your body it's fine to stay exactly as it is. Think of it like leveling up in a video game. If you stick to the easy levels, you'll never get to the exciting advanced stages. By adding a little more weight or pushing for an extra rep, you're signaling to your muscles, hey, it's time to get stronger. And don't worry, you don't need to go overboard. Small, consistent increases are the trick, just enough to keep your body guessing and adapting. So next time you're tempted to keep things easy, ask yourself, are you here to coast or are you here to grow? Let's be real. You can't expect to build solid muscle without giving your body the fuel it needs. So in our third common mistake, let's talk about ignoring nutrition and the importance of a caloric surplus. Imagine trying to build a house with only half the bricks. You won't get very far. That's exactly what happens if you ignore proper nutrition or rely on the occasional protein shake. Your body needs a steady supply of calories, and not just any calories. We're talking real, nutrient-dense foods to support the intense effort you're putting in at the gym. Think of it like trying to drive on an empty tank. It just won't get you anywhere. Your muscles need that fuel to grow. Many people worry about gaining fat by eating more, but here's the trick. If you're lifting consistently and aiming for growth, those extra calories are directed toward building muscle, not fat. Try adding an extra meal or snack packed with protein, healthy fats, and good carbs like rice, potatoes, or even a well-made sandwich. You'll notice the difference fast, feeling stronger, more energized, and ready to power through each workout. So ask yourself, are you truly fueling your gains, or are you cutting your potential short? Give your body the nutrition it needs, and you'll see those results start to kick in. Let's get one thing straight. Lifting heavy weights is impressive, but lifting with the right form is what actually gets you the results. So, in our fourth common mistake, we'll talk about poor technique and form. Picture this. You're at the gym, feeling pumped, grabbing the heaviest weights you can find, but without paying attention to your technique. Sure, it looks cool, but here's the problem. Poor form is like trying to drive with a flat tire. You're not only putting yourself at risk of injury, but you're also cheating yourself out of the muscle growth you're working so hard for. Every exercise has a sweet spot in movement where your muscles get fully activated. If you rush through it or swing the weights around, you miss that magic. Take a bicep curl, for instance. Instead of letting your whole body swing the dumbbell up, try focusing on just using your arm and feeling that squeeze at the top. Or with squats, It's tempting to cut the movement short, but by going deeper, within your comfort, you actually activate more muscle fibers. It's like getting double the benefits from the same move. So next time you're tempted to cheat with your form to finish faster or lift heavier, ask yourself, are you here to impress others or to truly grow? Slow it down, lock in that technique, and let your muscles do the real work, watching each movement closely and focusing on feeling each muscle part work as you move the weights. For our fifth common mistake, let's dive into inconsistent training. When it comes to building muscle, consistency is everything. Imagine trying to grow a garden but only watering it sporadically. Those plants aren't going to flourish. The same goes for your muscles. They need steady, regular effort to really grow. Skipping workouts or being on and off with your routine is like hitting the reset button each time. You're not allowing your body to build on previous progress. Even if life gets busy, carving out time for shorter, focused sessions can make a significant difference in the long run. Showing up consistently, even for a quick workout, beats doing sporadic, intense sessions. Now, think about what would happen if you only trained when you felt like it. Progress would stall, and you'd likely feel frustrated. But when you commit to a regular schedule, your body adapts, and that's when you'll start seeing real changes. Set specific days or times that are non-negotiable, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. is gym time, no exceptions. It's about creating a routine that becomes second nature. So ask yourself, are you nurturing your muscle garden consistently or just whenever you remember? With a bit of commitment, those small, steady steps will lead to big gains. Stick with it and watch your results transform over time. In our sixth common mistake, let's talk about a mistake that's easy to fall into, focusing only on isolation exercises. Sure, it feels great to do bicep curls or leg extensions and really target specific muscles, but if that's all you're doing, you're missing out on some serious gains. Think of it like trying to build a house with just a hammer. It's helpful, but you're going to need other tools to really get the job done. Compound exercises like squats, deadlifts, and bench presses work multiple muscle groups at once, giving you way more bang for your buck and helping you build overall strength faster. Isolation movements have their place, especially when you're looking to refine or add detail to certain muscles, but they shouldn't be the foundation of your workouts. Picture compound exercises as the main course and isolation exercises as the side dish. You wouldn't skip the main course, right? Mixing in those big lifts means you're working your core, stabilizers, and multiple muscle groups all at once, which boosts your overall strength and muscle development. So next time you're in the gym, ask yourself, am I just polishing the edges, or am I building the whole structure? In our sixth common mistake, we will talk about skipping warm-ups and stretching and how it affects your performance. Let's be honest. How many times have you walked into the gym and skipped the warm-up, heading straight for the weights? It might seem like you're saving time, but skipping warm-ups and stretching is like trying to start a car in winter without letting it heat up. Your muscles are cold, stiff, and not ready to handle the heavy lifting yet. A good warm-up gets your blood flowing, wakes up your muscles, and gets you in the zone. It's the secret sauce that prepares your body for a strong, injury-free workout. Think of stretching as insurance for your gains. When you take just a few minutes to warm up and stretch, you're setting yourself up for a smoother, safer workout with better range of motion. Even something simple, like a brisk walk or dynamic stretches, can make a big difference. Ever noticed how the last set feels better than the first? That's because your body is finally warmed up. So instead of jumping straight in, ask yourself, wouldn't it be smarter to give your muscles a head start? Those extra minutes at the beginning can pay off big time in the long run. Mistake number 8 is failing to adjust your workout as you progress. One of the easiest mistakes to overlook is sticking to the same routine without making any changes as you improve. Think about it. Reading the same chapter of a book over and over won't teach you anything new, and eventually, it just stops being challenging. Your muscles work the same way. They adapt to whatever you're throwing at them. So if you're still doing the same exercises, reps, and weights from 6 months ago, you're missing out on serious gains. Progress requires change, and regularly tweaking your workouts is how you keep growing and moving forward. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you have to overhaul everything all the time. Small adjustments like adding a few extra reps, increasing the weight a bit, or trying a new variation of an exercise can keep your muscles guessing and adapting. Think about it. If every few weeks you added just a little more weight to your lifts or pushed out an extra rep or two, those small changes would add up to big results over time. Next time you're at the gym, ask yourself, am I really challenging my body or just going through the motions? Embrace the change and your muscles will thank you for it. Mistake number 9 is one of the easiest traps to fall into at the gym. Comparing yourself to others. You see someone lifting heavier or looking more muscular, and suddenly, you feel like you're not making progress. But here's the truth. Everyone's on their own journey, each with different starting points, goals, and challenges. Comparing yourself to someone else is like expecting a seedling to look like a fully grown tree overnight. Your progress is yours alone, and the only person you should be measuring yourself against is the version of you from yesterday. Imagine if you redirected all that energy you spend on comparison into celebrating your own wins, no matter how small. Did you lift a little heavier this week? Push out one more rep? That's progress. The gym is a personal journey, and everyone's pace is unique. Instead of worrying about who's ahead or behind, ask yourself, am I better than I was last month? Mistake number 10 is setting unrealistic goals, a common trap that can seriously derail your progress. We've all been there, expecting to build a ton of muscle in a month or lose a massive amount of weight in just a week. But setting goals that are way out of reach only leads to frustration and burnout when things don't progress as quickly as we'd like. It's like planting a tree and expecting it to be fully grown in just one season. Real growth takes time, patience, and consistency. Instead, try breaking down your big goals into smaller, achievable steps. Want to add muscle? Set a target to gradually increase your weights over a few weeks. Looking to shed some pounds? Aim for steady, manageable progress each month. These smaller, realistic milestones keep you motivated because you're hitting checkpoints along the way, making the journey feel more rewarding. So before diving in, ask yourself, are my goals setting me up for sustainable progress or just disappointment? By focusing on realistic achievements, you'll find the journey becomes not only more rewarding, but also sustainable in the long run. Now click here on the video on the left side of the screen to watch these super tips for building muscle with a complete method for you to start your best muscle gain journey today. See you there.